what we do know is the disciples, they just didn't know, everything that Jesus was talking about. And sometimes I think they were really confused. It's like Thomas, where Thomas in the upper room where they had communion, which is what we're going to have in just a moment, is Thomas is going, Jesus going, I'm going to prepare a place for you. And Thomas goes, well, why can't, we want to go too. We want to go to this place. And Jesus said, no, you're going to need to be here a little longer. And so I think Thomas was kind of confused. And in fact, what did the history end up calling Thomas?
Doubting Thomas.
Doubting Thomas. Yeah. And that's because he's going, Jesus, I don't understand what you're talking about. Now I'll tell you, as much education as I have, I still, in fact, probably I'm 70 years old, and I'm still going, you know what? I don't have a clue what Jesus means here. But I do know that someday we're going to be able to be together, and he's going to say, okay, Joe, now let's go back, and I'm going to take it step by step and let you know what you need to know and what you can know right now. One of the things that I really appreciate about Jesus is he's not ever impatient. He's not ever impatient. And he says, okay, let's listen to me, remember what I promised, and everything is going to work out well. Well, this friend of mine, getting back to the friend of mine, one of the things that he did was he said, it's Friday. And even though the world is at war, and even though there are frustrating things going on, even though we're struggling and hurting, and my physical body, just like yours, is not what it used to be. Even though all these things are true, Sundays are coming. I know it's Friday. And I know that there's difficult things in our lives. I know that we're hurting, and I know that we're struggling, and I know that we want to be with Jesus. And Sundays are coming. It's Friday. And people hurt each other, and people are frustrated with each other, and people struggle with one another. But Sundays are coming. Okay? I know it's Friday. Today is Friday. And I know that there's pain. I've got pain right back here. And I know it probably won't ever go away. But you know what? Sundays are coming. Sundays are coming. You know what's going to take place on Sunday? I'm going to have a new body in Jesus Christ. Isn't that exciting? That is just the coolest thing. So this is what I want you to do. Okay? It's Friday. But Sundays are coming. Okay? We're going to practice this a couple more times. Okay? Now I know it's Friday and there's struggles and there's hurts and there's pain, but
Sundays are coming.
Sundays are coming. I know it's Friday. And I know they're probably going to serve something that it's okay. I know it's Friday, and I know I'm not getting what I want and not being who I want to be because my body is struggling. But you know what?
Sundays are coming.
Sundays are coming. And that's what Jesus told the disciples when he instituted communion. Is that even though my body is going to be broken for you, and even though my blood is going to be shed for you, and I'm going to be on a cross, and people are going to mock me, that's Friday. But
Sundays are coming.
Sundays are coming. Isn't that exciting?
Yes.
It's Friday, but Sundays are coming. So that's what I want us to take with us today. Is even though it's Friday, and even though there's struggles, and even though there's difficulties,
Sundays are coming.
Sundays are coming. That's awesome. Let me pray for communion.